Man, no, we is excited for this episode though. It's a lot. A lot of people don't be thinking about that. Hey, yeah. Right, the one, the only, the man, the myth. Y'all know the rest. It's Miyagi.
Dang, my leg's long. The Bunch Miyagi, and we got with us your other host. Tell them who you are. Tell them who you be.
The one, the truth.
The truth.
What's up? How y'all feeling?
Woo!
Yes, sir.
We back. Y'all thought we wouldn't be back. I know it's been a while, but we back. Welcome back. I'm glad y'all back. I'm glad y'all so beautiful and back. So, like he said, we got another anime episode. We slowly feel like we becoming an anime podcast.
You know, like you gotta play to your strengths, though.
I mean, you got to. Oh! Hey, Zeus, Chris. Oh, I didn't stir these. Yours like that?
It's a little abrasive with it.
Ooh.
Man, hey, hold on, defense.
Yeah.
Hey, defense said, I'm gonna make you feel it. Don't mess again.
Oh, boy. I didn't think it was going to be like that.
She here.
It's just like wine. You gotta switch the cup with the pinky out.
Hello, bro. So I feel this my chest and my thigh. It's a full body experience.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what. All right. And we slightly more official. We got a little laptop with us. You know, just in case. All right. So, welcome back. Like Froggy said, MSO said, we're going to be talking about the best anime arcs. And we know that y'all know some of the best anime arcs, and we're going to talk about them with y'all. But you know, what we got to do, we got to get into these plugs. We got to plug everybody because it's all about collaborating. Remember, it's not a competition, it's an expedition. We all go in there and we can all go together. It's too much money out here for it to be going to one place. I mean, let's think about how much money out here is in the world.
Bro, I don't got no fucking
You don't need a literal answer, but it's so much money out here in the world that it's just like it's no way that we all can't have it.
That's real.
Just in the U.S., we print money right now.
Right now.
Right now. Billions. There's billionaires and there's more money than those billionaires because
it's billions per day being printed.
Yeah.
Like
we sending it off to other places. And so the same thing goes all over the world. Whether it's euros, pounds, or whatever the case is, there's so much money out here.
Shout out Guatemala, boy.
All that to say, y'all can use all that type of money to donate to us because we can take donos. Not saying y'all need to, not saying that we asking y'all to. Just saying, we will take it if y'all got it. Not saying that
you throw a big cash.
This is a little recommendation. It's just a little recommendation. Now, back to these plugs. Shout out to our channel, Legacy and Friends. You know, we the Legacy, and we're also the Friends.
Hey, you know, new name, new label, same great taste. We here.
Same great flavor and taste.
Yes, sir.
I mean, dang, I know you've seen Pepsi and Sprite change their labels. It's just like that. Awesome. Shout out to Yogi Deshma. Shout out to Fado. It's not easy. Follow everybody that y'all hear on Twitch. Awesome. Shout out to Long Bus Short Thoughts. It's another podcast out here that's doing their thing. And so, without further ado, let's get into, who should we put in the hot seat though today? We talking about anime arcs or animes that we should put in the hot seat. I can think of a few.
So, I got one I've been thinking about, but it ain't no anime. Alright?
It's alright. Talk your shit.
Okay. I don't know who the director was, right? But whoever in charge of House of the Dragon, right? Y'all know Game of Thrones. All right, House of the Dragon. It's a continuation. It's like they next line. Game of Thrones, right? First season. Started watching it. Okay, obsessed, right? Had the first 4 seasons on DVD, and I went and bought the streaming service to finish that series. That's how good it was. House of the Dragon, dog shit. All right, I've been seeing, bro. I done watched the first 2 seasons, and I'm still waiting for it to get good.
Dude,
like
I haven't watched House of the Dragons, but I have heard my girl talking about it, and what she's told me is she is not happy. She said everybody in there is ugly. She said
that's real. That's real.
Like one of the main, like I watched Game of Thrones to an extent, and one of the things in there is you got some sex appeal in there. Yeah. There's people in there that are appealing, whether it be old girl with the dragons with the white hair, and or the guy that everybody always obsessing over, Aquaman, Jason Momoa. They got
when he was the leader of the Dothraki.
Yeah,
I don't know why I knew that, but
you know your things. You know your stuff. That's what we talking about,
man.
And
like it was for me, it was the strategy, bro. It was such good storytelling. It was so many things that was popping off simultaneously. Like you really just ain't know what was finna happen, and it wasn't no plot armor. Any main character.
You gotta like the show without no plot armor.
It ain't even matter. It's like he could be the most influential character. Guess what? Crossbow to the neck, bro. Gone.
And also, I will say there's some animes out there that I would say are similar to Game of Thrones. There's the anime Kingdom. I haven't seen it, but a lot of people say it's similar to Game of Thrones. I would even say it's this one. It's like War Grimgar or something like that. Not Grimgar and Ash, but War Grimgar. That one is like on a full scale. Like it's multiple stories going on at once that all converge to moments. Okay. Like Game of Thrones, everything doesn't all converge to one spot, but everything is still all tying together. Maybe it be from here to that, or these people end up meeting each other for a brief moment. And you're like, wow, I didn't think they was gonna run into each other. And there's some out there, but yeah, I know what you mean with House of Dragons. The people ain't happy with it, and I agree. I got Hero Academy in the hot seat.
All right.
Because, God, they always... Hero Academy know how to drop the ball better than anybody. That's what I'll say. It can be so good. Like, Hero Academy will start off right up here. And then as it progresses, and it'll stay up here. And then we got top battles, like top-notch fights going on. But then we got to go redo our dorms. We got to go do our dorms. We need to get our rooms personalized, and I need to have my friends come look at the room.
You know, talking about, hey, look, we know y'all had your engines revving. All right, y'all real invested. Y'all about to top out.
I see what you did there, because the guy put the engines in his flags.
But we don't want y'all to burn out, right? We gonna go ahead pop that bitch in neutral, right? We gonna run around 1,000 RPM. We'll let y'all settle down, you know, get the oil a little cooler. Y'all ain't gotta do that. Listen.
Y'all don't. Y'all really don't. Please stop doing that.
We is built for performance, alright? We like Maseratis in this bitch. We ready for it. Y'all can do better.
And I feel like if they ain't got that much in the clip, then why? Like just cut the season off a little bit. Just we don't need that much fluff. We already had 100+ episodes. Y'all really don't need that much fluff to put in there.
Or start a little slower with it, man. Like y'all could have that casual, like, oh, whatever, you know, we gonna remodel. Y'all can have that as a little intro piece, right? Like, and then just, man, let it build. Like, let's just carry that energy,
man. Because I don't know if y'all seen the last Hero Academy arc. We don't get into it. There will be spoilers this episode.
Oh, yeah.
There will be spoilers. We're going to tell y'all when we get to those spoilers, but we ain't about to do it right now. I'm just saying, that last Hero Academy season was real good, but boy, They did it again. They did it again. They know how to shit the bed.
They ain't even cleaned it up neither.
Nah.
They said we're gonna let that sit there for like a year and a half till they come up with that movie, you know.
Oh yeah. Have you watched any of the Hero Academy movies?
I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't do it. Not because I don't want to, but because like every time I had a plan to go like see it when it was like in theaters, guess what?
They do it so
We done.
quick.
Yeah, we out.
Also, make sure y'all go see anime movies. When they come to theaters, go watch it. Even if you're not even that big of a fan of it, just go out there and support, because as an anime community, we got to keep on supporting these movies so they keep bringing us these movies.
That's real.
Like,
That's real. It's so much shit getting released in like Japan because they be getting that funding.
yeah,
right?
they've had
They got
Pokemon
the
movies
audience.
come in Japan. Like, they got Pokemon movies in their theaters. And Pokemon always dropping movies. But how many Pokemon movies have you seen over here? In theaters, at least.
No, man, the only one that would have had a chance of being seen in theaters was like Pikachu.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, what, like a year ago or?
Oh, Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
I mean, then originally I'd say Mewtwo was there. The Mewtwo movie, that was there. That might be it.
Right. You feel me?
Everything else is VHS or DVD, depending on when you grew up. They're gonna be like, "What's a VHS?" But
History, son.
I seen Daima when that came out in the theaters. I did go watch that. I had me a little gift card. I had to go check it out. They advertised it as 3 episodes gonna be there. They really made it. It was really like it was still 3 episodes, but it was really 2 episodes. The second and the third one, they kind of combined it. Like when it was all said and done, everybody in the movie theater, I think it was like all at once. We all looked at each other and was like, "That's it." It said it was supposed to be this many minutes. And so we all breaking out calculators and calculating how long we've been here. We were there for the amount of time that it said it was. But when you say it's 3 episodes, since Demon Slayer started this, I feel. Like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titans, they kind of then started this epidemic of it's a movie, but really it's just the first 3 episodes of the season.
Oh. Listen. Stop doing that.
Man,
I don't know what director need to see this clip. Clip this shit. No more.
no more.
Tell me you giving me a movie, I'm gonna get that, bro. Give me some
Right.
little extra. Give me like a unique story, right? Maybe it's even separate. Maybe it's
I'll take a non-canon story because I don't care about the whole canon and non-canon argument, honestly. Like when people talk about DBZ and be like, DBZ's not GT's not canon, this isn't canon. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that.
Hey, bro really said,
Like, I don't care about the canon. I care about the content. That's what I care about. GT was good because we got more Dragon Ball content. GT was good because they gave us Super Saiyan 4. They may say Super Saiyan 4 ain't canon, but guess what? It's in all the games. It's in everything. And I bet you the way how Dragon Ball been going about it, they really just been bringing everything from the stuff that people don't say is canon. They bringing it all to the actual canon.
Hey, they said, say who?
Man.
Say who? Like,
And that's been the main argument with Daima right now. I know you ain't have to check it out, but Daima, they getting into the Majins. Like, it's a lot of lore in Daima. I mean, that's what's making it so good. They filling in lore. That's what Super was lacking. Super was alright for what it was, but there wasn't any lore.
Nah, it was really just like, Goku said,
Goku wanted all the
Goku
smoke.
said, who got hands? We here. What you doing? Oh, you don't want the smoke? That's alright. I'm gonna bring it to you. Hey, what's that? Yeet.
And that's really it. And I think that's what separates. That's why I like GT more than Super. GT, it gave us lore. Daima, it gives us lore. Because in GT, the reason why Baby was such a menace and why he wanted to do what he did and why he was so angry was because the Saiyans killed his planet. They destroyed his planet and they took it over and all that stuff. So it had weight and reasoning for what was happening. In Super, there wasn't any reasoning. It was just Goku, just a hothead.
That was really it.
And Goku wasn't that much of a hothead in DBZ. Like, Goku was just, like, Goku always liked to fight. But in DBZ, Goku was just,
Like, he waited for the smoke to come to him, though. He
Yeah.
said, we not running. I ain't starting nothing.
We training. We out here taking care of my son on and off.
Yeah, I would say sometimes. Sometimes when
He
it
was,
wasn't right.
nah. Hey.
Yeah,
Go check out the Father's Day episode for more about if Goku's a good dad. But
He not. He not. That's what I'm trying to say.
You wanna let Goku be your dad?
Oh no. I like throwing, so Goku could be my dad, but like if you're saying like that he fulfilled his parental role well, no. Unless you was like you was a barbarian, bro. You know what I mean? Like you did not do what a father's supposed to do. Okay, like you know what,
You called him a barbarian.
Like no, like if he was in those times.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it though. That's exactly it.
It's like he was more like his OG. You know what I mean? Like he didn't teach him nothing useful. He just said, "Listen, man, they want
He
to
definitely
smoke.
didn't.
I'm gonna show you what to doodle." Like I said, oh, all right, cool. He said, "Don't go to school. Don't go to school."
But he definitely tried talking about it going to school.
Throw your hands. In fact, you don't get to go to school. I'm gonna kidnap your ass. He said.
He definitely snatched him up. Definitely snatched him up.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi was pissed.
For years. Not even like a little bit. He snatched him up for years. That boy wild.
Oh.
Goku in the hot seat too.
Goku would definitely just hopped in the hot seat. He's like, my bun's on fire.
Man, a little toasty.
You know what? We're going to use that to segue into the best anime arcs because I got DBZ on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked DBZ specifically the Trunks arc of Dragon Ball because the Trunks arc, the history of Trunks was so solid. I mean,
it was heavy.
Bruh.
It was heavy. Bro ain't
It
come on.
was heavy.
Man, bro ain't come on dirt. Bro ain't come to flex.
Man.
Bro came to say what was left of his reality.
Tell me what happened when Trunks pulled up.
Body. Off rip, a body. Like, that wasn't even the MC. Like, that wasn't even the big bad. That was just like a little added on bonus, man. If y'all seen this, y'all ain't seen this, guess what? Spoiler. Alright.
Oh yeah. It's past the range. So y'all know y'all catching these spoilers on the Trunks arc. Now, talk this shit. What you about to say?
Alright, so like, it's like this, right? It's a nice, sunny, windy summer day. Alright? And the Z Fighters and all that, they done grouped up, right, to come meet the now repaired Frieza that they believed was dead.
Yeah.
He hopped out like a goon. He said, "Yeah, guess what? We back. Alright? You thought you was on some. Nah. Like what you want.
I swear, he
fam,
put
about all that shit. Yeah. Alright, it was sitting there like, oh, that's a problem. Bro just slipped through. He said, "Man, got this pretty little store, you know what I'm saying? A little toothpick. What you think about it? Take a good look." Chop suey. Alright. That boy
definitely put his body in cursive.
Man, yeah. That boy about 68 pieces. He polished it off. He said, "Mah."
And then beat up his dad.
You feel me?
And then put paws on his dad.
pieced up.
Like, bruh, History of Trunks. And it's just, he showed up and met Rhett. Now, the History of Trunks came out in 1993. I wasn't even born yet. I was born 1 year later. But it came out in 1993. It didn't even get to us until 2000. I didn't think it took that long, but I guess it makes sense. But, so basically, sorry, y'all. The History of Trunks, off the top of my head, was, they had a special, like, what happened in, where DBZ picked up is right after the special came out. The History of Trunks was its own special, but they still referenced it in the show. And if y'all haven't seen it, y'all really need to go check it out, because the History of Trunks is one of the specials that dropped in Dragon Ball Z. Dropped 2 specials back then. First was Bardock, Father of Goku, and they gave Bardock's story on everything that happened, aside from the exposition they give you in DBZ. And then History of Trunks is the other one. And both of those had weight on them, because it showed Bardock feeling, you know, the weight of everything going on and how he could try to stop it. He was having visions and everything. And History of Trunks had that same type of weight. It picks up with just Trunks and Gohan just kind of they training, and it's, you see Gohan older and you like, dang, what's going on here? And for those of y'all who don't know, Trunks' timeline is the true timeline of DBZ. And we talk about pink hair Trunks, not Super. Not Super. The androids at this point have already been out here wreaking havoc. Goku, he already died from the heart virus. In DBZ, that's why Trunks came back, was to help Goku from with the heart virus. He brought him the medicine. But in the true timeline, Goku already died from that. And the androids killed Piccolo, so there's no Dragon Balls. And then everybody else got killed off. There's no Krillin, there's no Tien, there's no Yamcha. All the Z fighters are gone.
He said it's just us.
Just us. Master Roshi was still here, because, I mean, Roshi wasn't out here in the field anymore at this point in time. He learned his lesson. Yajirobe was still around. That's really it. Like, everybody else they gone. And so Gohan's the only one who can go Super Saiyan. And pretty much how the History of Trunks is going, Gohan and Trunks, they just pretty much, when the androids pop up, they throw them in the hands, and then they ran off. And then that's all they can do. And so it keeps on going they keep on building up, and so you can only do that so many times. And Gohan's trying his hardest to train with Trunks, and so then it comes this point in time where I think West City or one of the cities is getting attacked, and Gohan's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to go through this. Meanwhile, Bulma, she's working on the time machine to try to help out everything. Gohan, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go stand my ground. I'm standing 10 toes down. I'm about to go run the fade. So Gohan, he knocks out Trunks to basically, because he don't want Trunks going. Because Trunks is still young. Trunks, you're the future. I'm going to go fight them without you knowing what's happening. So Gohan goes to fight. He's handling himself, fighting them and everything and doing what he can. Trunks wakes up, and then he goes to go link up with Gohan. But by the time he gets there, Gohan's already dead. And Trunks gets there, and Gohan's just, he's just face down in the ground. And that's probably one of the toughest scenes in DBZ history. Like, it was sad, honestly. Gohan was the only one who could really hold it down. And so Trunks goes Super Saiyan right there on the spot. And man, you know what? I gotta show you this, bro. You gotta see this.
Gohan?
When we do the video, when we put the official video out, we're gonna have this right here in the snippet.
I found a snake.
Blood in the water.
Huh? Go on!
Damn, purple hair Trunks.
Oh, gee.
Man.
OG DBZ. This is what I mean when I talk about weight. Super. Don't got weight.
Why do you have to leave me? It's not fair.
He said, I'm 11, bro.
I'm 11. And that's tough right there, man.
What did they do to you, Gohan?
And it's just him, man. This is all he got.
You were everything to me.
Ah, that's it.
Little Fullman Alchemist, it's raining.
This just isn't fair. Gohan! Gohan! Gohan!
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make you feel it.
I can feel it in the air. Back when going Super Saiyan meant something.
Well, for real.
Hit the ground. And like that's really it right there. Back when, you know, you can't just go Super Saiyan off the tingling in your back.
Mm.
Because it was just deeper than that.
Man, bro, I low-key missed that before with so many transformations. It was
Yeah.
like when you got one, that's changed the game,
You
bro.
felt
Like,
it. Like you could feel it. And from there, all that is what led Trunks to go to the future. And all that tied into the Cell arc and the Android arc. And if y'all don't know, Cell, he tagged along in the time machine and he killed Trunks in that time machine. And once he got there, he stayed on Earth. And while the androids was wreaking havoc, Cell was also wreaking havoc, but nobody knew because he's just a little larva walking around just eating up folks. And
a little snack.
a little snacky snack. Tastes like bodies. And so, all that to say, this is why I got the history of Trunks / the Cell arc and Android arc as one of the best anime arcs that's out there because it was just so deep. Trunks always saved Dragon Ball.
Except during the Cell arc. To be honest, you know, there's a lot of different points, like when, well, not a lot of different points, it's a few different points, right? When, like, you know, different characters, right, they're going to have a big one, right? They're going to get their moment. The Cell arc, that was Gohan moment.
Oh, yeah, that was
and
all
that
Gohan.
was like, that was also the turning point, I feel, like, for the anime as a whole.
You know, Akira Toriyama originally wanted to end it, the DBZ, at the Cell arc.
Yeah.
By passing it off to, well, not end it, but he wanted to end Goku and pass it off to Gohan. And so it was supposed to be Gohan's show at that point. But people really love Goku, which is understandable. I mean, he was the ambassador for the Olympics when it was in Japan.
But
it would have been better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should have gave it to him, because bro, just better. That's what it is. Like, that's...
The hybrid Saiyans are stronger than actual Saiyans because Saiyans go off of emotion, and a hybrid Saiyans, by having that piece of human in them, that makes their emotions a bit stronger. And that's why Trunks and Gohan have more potential than their parents, because they got that human in them.
There you have it.
That's all I got for the DBZ. I'll let you throw one out. Talk your What's one of your favorite anime arcs that you would consider one of the best?
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, I got better now. I switched it around.
Going off our banner, you know what I mean? Respect to the thumbnail. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Hunter x Hunter.
Yes, sir. You
Yes,
gotta love Hunter x Hunter.
Okay. For me,
It's my number 2, y'all.
he said all time. He said it's a lot of numbers. It's a long list. You number 2, saying something.
Exclusive.
Man. He said that's the VIP section.
It really
Man,
is.
he said we so in the back we can't even see the stage. Like he said,
You can't even get in.
damn, shout out Chris Brown. He said nah, but we're talking about Hunter x Hunter. It's the Chimera Ant arc. Right?
Gotta throw out the Chimera Ant arc.
Man, for so many reasons, right?
Right.
Like for one, that arc had the smoke.
Right.
I mean big smoke. And smoke you wanted. It wasn't fights you was thrust into. It was like just experiencing. Nah. It was like some heinous shit popped off. And you're like, nah man, you better go get him. Like you better go see
Even
about
the way they set it up was just so good.
Yeah, because they was really running for the most part unopposed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was just saucing them. Like,
even when it was just like the regular ancestors trying to figure out themselves and figuring out that they was even had power and stuff. The queen was just trying to do her thing. It was, bruh. I like the part where they went through and took out the underground, the guy who ran the underground.
mm-hmm.
And at first I thought that guy was the one who ended up becoming the king. But I realized that wasn't who ended up becoming the king.
Nah, he was just a chill guy. He was just
the guy, the underground dude, I think he ended up becoming the guy with the beak nose and the wings, who was like kind of like telling everybody what to do. He wasn't as strong, but he was telling everybody what to do, like all green. He was
that
guy.
Who's out there spitting. What's that? Body.
He was the one who ended up becoming that guy who was running the underground. But the king, bruh, all that's leading into it, just from the ants figuring out they had Nin, and then going crazy. The little rabbit one, I want to go test out my power. And they just started attacking villages. Oh my god.
Yeah. Basically that whole arc, that arc had aura.
Yeah.
Not only that arc had aura, that arc was heavy. It was losses. Like it was. It'll make you feel something, man. Y'all ain't watched Hunter x Hunter yet. I'ma say that's hands down. That's a recommendation, bro. Do that shit.
You need to.
It do start a little slow. You know what I mean? It do start a little slow. It's some character development got to go on. They're establishing relationships and everything.
But it's good character development. I would say that.
And by the time
it's nothing that takes too long.
Man, by the time you're done, it'll fill your belly. It'll fill your belly, man. You gonna watch that? You said
big back.
Say yeah.
Big back.
Say that's nice.
I like what you did there. And that's what made it so good. And they take characters from the exam and they take them to a different place. Like you get some more stuff that happens with them, and at the same time, some of them get killed.
Yeah.
Like the dude with the also spoilers because Hunter x Hunter is out that range for time. Y'all get 9 years. Hunter x Hunter came out in 2011. Y'all way past y'all buffer zone. That dude with the hat, the little turban, dead. And the girl who y'all wanted him to go out with the big hat, dead.
Yeah, he went out bad too.
Bruh, she was playing with his head.
Bad.
She said, "Let me get your thoughts." what you thinking? And just like the way P2 probably the next to the king, she probably would have the best. He probably had the best. Probably was the best character, the next best character out of the ants. The king and then P2, just because he was literally picking his brain.
No, that's a he. That's a she.
No, it's a he.
No shot.
It's definitely a he. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, it's a he.
All right. Well, he got a lot of estrogen.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, I recently just found out. It ain't like I always known. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter so long, and I didn't know that that it was a dude. I was for sure it was a girl, but don't got breast. Not saying that's an indicator that it's a girl.
So it's not an anime, because you go one way or the other.
Yeah.
They not there. They been there. They're all the way there.
All the way.
You know, all I'm saying is you don't be seeing no B or C's. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost a training, bro, or it's all of them. It's all of Miss G's and them homies.
I swear to God, double cup up,
Man.
and I mean,
If you know, you know, and we know you know. All right,
we know. We know, cause y'all was watching. But there is some cons in that Chimera arc as well, and the pacing I would say will probably be one of the biggest cons of it.
Yeah.
And just because it took a page out of Dragon Ball Z's number where what y'all seeing isn't actually the pace that is actually happening in. So
there's so much introspection. Like it'd be slowing down the story so much to like really make you feel how we feeling and so I mean it was good at it was good at making you feel something. You know what I mean? Like you was there with him. Like you was there with him, but it's like you was aware. You was definitely aware. You're like, all right, bro. Like I got you, bro. But like we've been here for a minute though, right?
And like over the course of 5 episodes, only 2 minutes went by or something like that. But that staircase scene when they had the chameleon dude with them and they was trying to sneak past the red dude, that was tense. Like I mean the whole arc had like thick air to it, but then it's like we just gotta sneak past and then Gon gotta go this way. Like everybody was on a mission. And it was like, if this don't go right, what's about to happen? Like that whole arc has so much weight to it. Netero going against the king. I mean, even the king playing chess with the with old girl. Like everything had gone, showing up, fix him, and then we gotta go because bro's eyes, bro. He was locked in.
He changed the game. I got so excited, bro. When I seen him hit him with that. Man, I seen it, bro. As soon as you hit that, I said, "Oh!"
I still stand by this. Episode 85, Hunter x Hunter, is still my favorite anime episode of any anime of all time.
Yeah, cause that's when it changed.
Yeah,
that's
hype, all
when
that.
they got G-checked. That's when they figured out like,
Bruh.
oh,
because they were so
serious.
And Killua, the way he put in perspective, because Hunter x Hunter, the entire show as a whole has a way of whatever you thinking, they pretty much talk about it right when you thinking about it. Like if you got a question, they're gonna address it right when the question hits you, and it's kind of crazy. It's like they know what you're thinking, and they mastered that with that one because Killua, he had to go. We gotta go, and the whole time
that was so clutch. That was a real homie moment. I said that's some real like brother shit because he already knew how he was about to move, and he said,
He
"You all
knew.
got this one."
He knew what was
You know?
next.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you see what happened to Kite, and Kite can take both of us together. So you jumping in ain't gonna do nothing. Because she didn't even waste any energy. He didn't even waste any energy.
That was the intro piece.
Yeah.
That literally, like, she done jumped like 7 miles
Bruh.
and just decided to grab you at the end. Like,
When I seen that, it was just, he was like, what's that? And you see the legs, like, whoa. I'm like, whoa. Then she teleported dang near. And was there before they even knew. Like, what's up? People say if Kite got a different role, because you know how his power is set up, it's a roll of the dice. If he got a different role, it would have been a different story, but I don't know how much I can really agree with that. Just because the power comparison was just, it was wild.
I mean, he would have been, no matter what role he had, he would have been at a disadvantage, for sure. That being said, bro got the XP.
Yeah.
Right? And he ain't had a weapon that was well suited for close range combat. So I'm not saying he would have won, but he could have made her feel some.
He wouldn't have lost the arm so quick.
Not so quick. Well, he only lost that arm because you saved them.
True.
Yeah, but like he could have at least stood on some. Like maybe she would have came out a little bloody. Like I think she's still gonna win. She's still gonna win, right? She one of the main antagonists or whatever. You know,
the Royal Guard, the way they, because how they presented the ants, it was like, oh, they're getting strong, but ain't nothing we need to worry about. They just strong.
Yeah, we got the MC.
We got the MC characters. We got backup coming and everything. We gonna be fine.
Yeah, we just gotta get there before they get to that point. Little do you know, they born like that.
Bruh.
Man, they hopped out the egg like, you not him. Try.
Man, remember the other ant tried to try him, it was like, don't even do it. It was reading their mind and stuff. I was like, dude, the Royal Guards is like that. But the ending of episode, that's what also made episode 85 just so crazy was the ending. Like, P2 just sitting there. Like, cause how they led it on, it made it think like Kite's still there.
In her lap, just chilling like they talking about, oh, he's strong, he gonna be alright, he gonna get away, you know.
Bruh.
She just petting him.
That G check, like you said, that was literally a G check. Like they really hoping that Kite alive. She got a souvenir. Just
his dome piece. Just his dome piece. She's just petting him, looking real satisfied. Like,
man, he's like, I didn't know I was that strong. Like, God, that right there that put everything in perspective. And that's what makes a good anime arc. You gotta have some weight in the air. The air gotta be thick.
Mm-hmm. That's the one. You gotta feel that right there, boy.
I had goosebumps that entire episode.
Man,
I stood up out my seat. I was like, what's gonna happen next? Granted, I was a little enlightened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I was just like, damn, I was huge. But I was so glued to everything.
That's the thing about Epic thing, bro. Like, man, bro. Real talk, man. No tough guy shit, bro. Man, wow, misty-eyed as hell when the king died, bro. Spoiler. I was misty-eyed as shit. I said that's so beautiful. I said
they executed it so well.
So well.
Like, man, you know, they had a theory. It's a theory talking about how strong the king could be if it wasn't for the bomb. And they compared the king to Cell because the debate is Cell and DBZ. If he wasn't so cocky, because they said if he wasn't so cocky and if he actually trained instead of standing in the ring just 10 toes down waiting for them to come, they said Cell had potential to be Super Saiyan 3 power level. because how strong he already was. Because he was perfect cell, but at the same time, he became super perfect cell. Because once he died, he got that Zenkai boost. They have him, Miriam, the king, and Cell just in that same. Because it wasn't like the king was cocky that he didn't train or anything, but it was just his potential that he had. Because he's like bro, he just gets stronger and stronger as it goes on. Like that's the main reason why he beat Netero, because he gets stronger and stronger. And plus, Netero's not even in his prime anymore.
Nah.
Like, bruh, when he punched faster than the speed of sound, he said, I was like, bruh, this show is amazing. Do you know the person who made Yu Yu Hakusho made Hunter x Hunter?
So, I didn't know that, but it makes sense. Low key, it makes sense.
It makes a whole bunch of sense. When you think of the
Man,
weight in Yu Yu Hakusho,
but
you made it through the Dark Tournament?
the Dark Tournament?
Tagoro Brothers. That's mainly where everybody stops at anyways.
Yeah,
Not saying
that's really it. After bro, like, bodied the big bad, spoiler,
right. I mean, that's talking about 90s.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten.
I do recommend still watching the rest because some more stuff does happen.
I'm finna for sure.
But all that to segue into why I have Yu Yu Hakusho as one of the best tournament arcs as well, because that Dark Tournament was solid. Like that Dark Tournament is fire. And also Yu Yu Hakusho is the only show to ever dethrone DBZ in ratings. Because off of ratings, and even back in the day when Toonami was out here, Dragon Ball Z was renowned worldwide as the best action show. And the only show to ever beat them for a period of time was Yu Yu Hakusho. And it's because the writer, he knows how to have that weight in there. Like, my favorite line from the Dark Tournament, that boy Kuwabara said, Mulberry is a tree like Kuwabara is a man. And then he went 10 toes down knowing he was about to die in that next fight. Like, that was that was like my favorite moment. He stood up, tied his bandana. He said, Yusuke, if you ain't gonna go in there, I'm gonna go in.
Nah, bro really made himself the sacrificial pawn. He said, I know what you need to get there. I'm gonna handle it. Don't even worry about it.
Man.
Don't even worry about
it. And, bruh, that Dark Tournament was so good. From him going in the cave with Genkai, and he was going through it. He said, I'm gonna give you this energy, and this gonna hurt like hell.
For so much time.
Bruh.
The worst thing you ever felt in your life.
I couldn't imagine going through that. Like, having I done had tooth pains and stuff like that.
From the inside out. Like, everywhere.
Dude.
Bro was smashing his head against cave walls.
Punching walls. Yeah. Cussing her out. Man. Called her all types of B words.
Bro, you would have thought she made him pregnant. Like giving birth.
Man! And then ran off after the baby was born.
Said you gotta do this yourself.
Man. Walked out the cave and let him you got this, chief, and was just sitting there. And also while knowing what that meant for her. Because she know by doing that, she's now basically a former shell of herself.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. She actually passed off her essence. And not only that, but her title, her legacy.
She became a sacrificial lamb too.
Yeah.
Like, and he didn't even know because he was still in the cave when she went to go handle her business.
Man, bro, and we going back to the tournament though. When I found fight, bro, it was so crazy, bro, because it was like he hit him with that ray gun, right? And we was thinking like, that could be pressure. That could be pressure, but we figured he was gonna shake it. But that was some real power. We were thinking like, he done now. That was his best thing. Bro walked it off. He said, "That's the best you got, pussy." Like,
and then he transformed.
Man,
bro, I didn't think he's gonna transform. I was just like, he just already like that. Like, so let's just see how it go. And then when he just went all long head glute mode,
bro had traps for the next 3 weeks, bro. He said,
bruh. I'm like, type of people you don't find on the street.
Man.
We gonna handle this a different way.
Hey, but when bro answered that, bro, with breaking them shackles and like
the egg, the thing gave him the rest of his energy. He said, "We've been holding this energy."
Yeah, but it was like shackles. He picked that, he like broke that shit off. I'm like,
yeah,
man. I said,
him.
Man, bet. Because I was like, you're dusted. You don't. If that was your best play.
What's your favorite moment from that tournament? It's a lot of good moments.
It's a lot of good moments.
Like, that's another thing that makes a good tournament arc. I mean, not tournament arc. That's another thing that makes a good anime arc. It's key moments and not just one key moment.
But it was an anime arc. I mean, it was a tournament arc, though.
Oh, it was a tournament arc, definitely. It's probably the best tournament arc out of any anime. But just as an arc in general, you gotta have multiple moments in an arc. Like, Chimera Ant arc had multiple moments that made that arc well. Trunks Cell had multiple moments that made that arc well. Vegeta getting his arm broke. Like, it was multiple moments that no one ever got their arm that got something broken in DBZ.
Man, oh yeah, he caught that kick right there.
Man, she said, I'm bad for you. And
my favorite moment in that tournament.
Yeah.
In the tournament?
I like the Hiei doing the dragon was a good moment, but that's not my favorite moment. But that moment when I was like, this tournament might get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the dude turned into a dust mark on the wall. he starfished him out,
bro. But actually, Ash, like that being.
My favorite moment, you some time to think about it. My favorite moment is when Kurama transformed to his true self. Because this entire time we was like, he already liked that. But then, he's starting to get whooped up and we was like, oh, I don't know what you're going to do to get out of this. And then he went to his actual true self, who he actually is.
Yeah, bro, hit him with that gas, supposed to turn into a kid.
Bruh. Whole area changed.
Hey, bro,
hair turned white. He said, who are you?
Hey, bro said, thank you.
Clapped him. Cheeks clapped.
That being said, like that was like that moment was one of them that I was like debating between. That moment had some real aura. And like when he ate
I really like
not when he
I'm sorry.
Song breakdown come out top 3, alright? So that moment
it's enough moments that you tuck your shit.
And then when he hit him with that dragon shit, but not the first time. Like that first time was real, but when it seemed like he was gonna fall back on it, first thing through it, he hit him with that dodge. He collected that, he ate that, and he his next form. Yeah, I said, oh, that's serious business.
Yes.
Like that was crazy. Like his power scaling went way up after that point. But
he's so cold.
But I would say I
know.
Man, what bro name?
Kobar?
Huh?
Kobar?
Yeah. It's just kind of hard to pronounce. I've been think about how it's spelled, and it's not how you say it. You know what I mean?
It's also because a lot of animes reuse the same names, and I could say with the dude who made Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, he don't use any of those names that everybody use over, except for Kurama, but he was the first one to use it.
Sure.
Also, it's the Japanese stand for folklore. Granted.
Kurama?
Yeah. I mean, he was a fox, Naruto fox.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I would know that from. So bro, when he was fighting Big Bad Brother, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the little dude going in the ground and coming back out and stuff.
Yeah, he had all the, he was like that gross motherfucker.
Gross.
Gross. But like, bro, man, bro was shipped up. I mean, so many times, just at all the vital points.
He was tanking them.
And bro just never stopped. Bro just like man, bro.
He got a lot of fighting him.
Bro let his nuts hang.
Let them drop to the ground.
Man, through the ground. He said, "There's a little implant right there. That's me." In case you was wondering. Yeah, that's gotta take it for me, like, cause like I was like, bro, like you're not even that good.
Right, he's
like,
the weakest on the team.
Yeah, but he was like,
even after Genkai.
But bro said the fluff enough if I fall.
He got the most heart.
Yeah,
he definitely got the most heart out of everybody on the team.
Yeah, he made me feel him. I said, oh,
tell me, I just can't get over that sacrifice moment. Like Cool Bar got he bruh, Yu Yu Hakusho is so solid of a show. Even back when we go into the beginning of the show, when Yusuke died at the beginning, he showed up at the funeral. You can't die on me. We got unfinished business, bruh. Yu Yu Hakusho is good from the get-go. I mean, the music is good.
And you wasn't even expecting to show up like that.
Bruh.
That was crazy. It was
Came in with the squad.
Because you thought it was like, it was dirt. It was just some prideful dude from another school. And it was like, nah, bro.
Right, you're not taking him fully serious yet.
Nah, bro. Like, bro died, and he slid through, like, I lived for it. Like, you was my best friend. Like, what do you mean you was just about to, like, get by? Like, I'm supposed to body you. You was not that fucking, you was not that weak. Like, I said,
that's the pain.
I said, it's
that's
like
pain. That was Cool Bar really held down a whole bunch of the emotional moments in that show. It's plenty of emotional moments without him in it, but the moments with Cool Bar in it, you feel them. Like Cool Bar is he's the everyman guy. Like he's that everyday guy. Like he is that all of us is Cool Bar type of person. And he just really carried that, like a lot of the moments. Also,
y'all watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Y'all really need to.
We wasn't even like planning to talk about this show, right? This how good it is. It derailed the whole episode just because it's like that.
And on top of it, Yu Yu Hakusho and also Hunter x Hunter, what makes it so good, they so real.
So real.
But my favorite moment, like one of my favorite moments of Hunter x Hunter is Kurapika and Leorio. Leorio keep disrespecting Kurapika. He said, "You know what? Step outside,
man.
Step outside,
bro."
Like they so real. Step outside. Let's go handle this." And the same thing with Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like the part when they was raiding the building to go get Hiei's sister, and she was like, he was fighting that dude, but it actually was a girl, but it actually ended up being a dude. He said, Cobra was like, why'd you punch her like that? He said, it was a dude. He said, how'd you know? I checked.
Yeah, bro. Bro was
wild. Don't you lie to me. Like, they so real. They 10 toes down on everything.
I respected that moment so much. Not only because, like not that specific moment. That was, I mean, that was necessary, but that was a little.
It's just the realness of it, like the way they went about it.
But if you was wrong though, that
you would have been. If you was wrong, you'd have been wrong. But
you'd have had the pizza either way. I mean,
right? You gotta. The oranges gotta get up the hill.
Yeah. But I'm talking about with the Kurapika and Leorio. Moment, man, because it was like, you disrespecting my people, like, I'm about to come see about you, and
I'm sorry, I delivered it wrong. Leorio told him to step outside, because remember he said, call me mister, and he kept on saying Leorio. He said, you know what, I told you call me mister, you didn't call me mister, step outside, and I'm gonna exterminate the rest of your clan.
And that's when he was with it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, because he was showing restraint up to that point. Then he talked that. Then bro said, "They're homies." He said,
"What? Let's get it."
He said,
We're gonna go see about this. We're gonna go see about this.
Man.
And bruh, and that the writer, that's good writing.
Yeah, and bro just whipped out the shiv. He said, I don't even fight, but fuck you, bro. He said.
Man. Ooh. Also, in Yu Yu Hakusho, why you gotta go check out what happens after the Dark Tournament? The Gross to Girl brother lives. And that's all I'm gonna say.
That trap, I feel like they foreshadowed that a little bit. Just a little bit.
Because of how everything went down. And it's past it. It's 20 years old. Literally. And so, let me finish my thought. And the way they killed him, he never actually died in the tournament.
No, he just got splatted. Bro went
Right.
underground, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like.
Exactly.
It ain't like get broke down like that, but that's what the fuck it felt like.
Yu Yu Hakusho dropped, this is my thought I was going to say. Yu Yu Hakusho dropped 2 or 3 specials recently. And I mean in new anime style. Yes. I haven't seen them yet. But I know they are there. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's also why I recommend finishing it. I'm going to go check them out to give y'all the update on how it works.
So they
Or
like
how
movies?
it came out. But they probably came out like 3 years ago, if not 4.
But they movies though? Or
No, it's just over. Like a
okay, yeah.
little 20-30 minute special. Like Hero Academy be dropping.
Sure.
Hero Academy overs ain't all that. Don't waste your time. I just say all that. Like it's some overs that OVAs, original video animation. There's some OVAs that separate things and that put more things into perspective,
Mhm.
or that
Yeah,
fill
some
in
are
gaps.
helpful. But most of them is kind of just there.
Right.
Low key.
Like Fairy Tale, don't watch any of the Fairy Tale OVAs unless you just want to watch breast. That's all that's in the OVAs for Fairy Tale. The only Fairy Tale OVA that's worth watching is the crossover episode because the person who made Fairy Tale made Rave Master. Rave Master came out in the early 2000s, and that's where when you watch Fairy Tale and you see Lucy summon that thing, that little white thing with the little ice cream cone nose, that's an Easter egg because that's the same thing that was in Rave Master.
I ain't seen Rave Master.
It got Fairy Tale's problem, and that's all I'll leave it at. Fairy Tale is good, but boy,
I feel like it sort of makes sense. I feel like
it don't make sense. If I hit you with
One fairy tale rant later.
and that's all I'm gonna say. Let's talk Attack on Titans.
so. I'm gonna have to say.
I know. It's tough. Attack on Titans is a good show. Me and Wifey watched all that. She loved it. It's hard as a starter anime because people are going to think that a lot of anime is on that level, but y'all got to understand there's some outlier animes that are on different levels. Like Death Note, you're not going to find a lot of Death Notes. You're not going to find a lot of Attack on Titans or Full Metal Alchemist.
Attack on Titan was one of the very first,
Full Metal Alchemist.
if not the first, anime that my girl saw.
It's worth it.
And
Not as a starter though.
but the thing is, now she holding the anime.
Oh, she watched it all too?
Yeah. Oh, she was obsessed. She was sobbing, bro. And she was with it. But it's like now
It's
that
a strong start.
yeah, that's a strong start. She set that type of tone, and now she be sending me all these clips about I'm just trying to find a show, I'm trying to find a show or like an anime that make me feel the same way that Attack on Titan did, and I'm like, shorty, listen, baby, you gotta understand, like not everything built like that. You started with a powerhouse. That's a heavy hitter.
And about 50 animes drop a year, and you don't even get an Attack on Titans out of those 50.
Nah.
Like Attack on Titans
Hey.
is a generational.
Listen, baby,
Love it.
if you're watching, when you're watching, you better watch.
Tour.
It's alright. You're gonna find you some that's gonna make you feel the same way. Alright? One day. We
Have
gonna
you
get
watched
there.
Death Note with her?
She watched Death Note
All of it?
on my recommendation. Alright? Hit him with that. Yes, sir.
Psychopaths?
Nah, I ain't ran it. Ain't ran it yet.
I think I've gotten pretty good at showing people shows, but it's definitely Attack on Titans is a strong start. That doesn't mean Attack on Titans is the best anime out there, not by any means. Attack on Titans is great, but at the end of the day, it's still not in my top 5. I put it in my top 10. I ain't gonna disrespect it.
Fair.
But
what's your arc though? What's your arc?
Return to Shigansha. Them trying to get back to the basement because they led us on for over 30 episodes about this basement. And we still didn't know what was going on with the basement.
That's real. That's real. Jesse had this key. He got his key.
Man, and he didn't even know where he got the key from, except for little visions and snippets that he was having in his head. And so, all that to say that they finally, season 3 doesn't even start with them trying to even go to the basement. And so, there's so much that happens. And so, you got to get to about 30 some odd episodes before you even get to what was happening with the basement. And even then, you still don't get to what's happening in the basement. But it's so much that happens along the way that it's worth it. Because in season 3 is when they realize the Titans aren't the only threat out there. That the people could also be the threat. And so you get Kenny. And that references the movie that came out. Because there was a movie that came out in Attack on Titans called No. That was Last of Us. Sorry. No Betrayal? No. Oh, it's a 2-part movie on Levi's backstory in Attack on Titan. And
man, you know about so many movies I never knew came out.
That's all where Kenny come from, and that's all Levi's backstory. That's what gets you connected to Levi. No Regrets. That's what it's called. And it's a 2-part special. And it basically is what makes Levi what made him him. And all that was lead to everything. All that to exposition, I'm sorry. But all that is what ties into season 3. Like, it's in between season 2 and season 3. Like, Attack on Titans brings us to our previous conversation, is OVAs that actually matter for the story. Like, all those OVAs actually matter for the story. Like, they show the first time of them finding Titans that could talk and all that stuff that wasn't humans inside of them. Yeah. You need to go watch all them OVAs. But yeah. Season 3, after they get through some of those battles and stuff, they get to the point where they're going to figure out what's happening in the basement, and that journey there was good. And then once they got there, you got people waiting they hiding in the walls, because at this point we know that Titans are hiding in the walls. That was said in season 1, which is past the 5-year mark.
9 years. 9 years.
No, it's 5 years.
You said 9 years.
I said 9?
All night. All night.
Well, it's still past the 9-year mark. The first season of Attack on Titans came out in 2013. Really 2012. It came out in English in 2013. And we in 2025. And,
I mean, yeah, we there. I mean.
Oh, yeah. But season 2 didn't come out till 3 years after. Because it was BSing and everything. Anywho. Season 3 came out in 2018. Dang. Alright, we ain't gonna get y'all too much what happened in season 3. But in season 3 a whole bunch happens. From people hiding in the towers. I'm really good at going about this without spoilers. So, in season 3, you get them trying to make that launch back to take back that area because they had to abandon all that in season 1 because Colossal Titan ran through. Everybody had to leave out of Wall Rose. They wanted to go get that area back and figure out where this key is going to take them to and figure out what's in the basement and what's happening in the basement. We're not going to tell you what's happening in the basement, but no, they need to get back to the basement. And them getting back to the basement was hella tough because it was people waiting for them when they got there. And on top of that, they had to stand 10 toes down to reclaim that area. Do they reclaim the area? Maybe you should go find out.
Big toes. Big toes.
The Beast Titan is there. And we could talk about the Beast Titan because y'all need to know. This is where things really start getting crazy. Because season 2, how they introduced the Beast Titan was wild. Because that dude was going through it. He was like, ah! He said, wait. All y'all wait. I need this. Let me get this ODM gear off you. Commence. Eyeballs popping out and everything.
Like, that was serious business.
Yeah, it was.
That really changed the game because it introduced
a whole new factor.
A whole new factor, and that factor was... Wait, that's a spoiler?
I think you can get that one. Because they need to know why they need to see it.
Intelligence, alright? It brought an actual level of hierarchy and infrastructure to the Titans.
I mean, it was already given to y'all in season 1 and season 2 from the Titan being introduced and then figuring out who was inside of her, which we all know at this point in time. But that showed that. Then they also said there was intelligence because the church. That's when at the end of season 1, they figured out that there's Titans inside the wall. And so when season 2 started, the church was introduced to know that they already knew that there was Titans inside the wall, but they were using Titans to even create the wall. And from there, season 2 was out of the rain. So y'all getting spoiled on season 2. Because Ymir was introduced in season 2, and she was another one that was showing them that the intelligence was there.
Yeah, but when you got the Beast Titan, right. I mean, it wasn't nothing like you had to figure out. Man, they laid it out for you. Right. I mean, they wrote it down. They spelled it out.
Man,
they said.
And also just wondering what he wanted. Because the way they introduced him,
bro, for sure.
Bro, and then they didn't say anything about him for the longest. I'm like, y'all can't introduce something that's crazy and then just not talk about it. Like, I need to know. What's your favorite? What you got? What was your favorite part in these seasons? Because it was so much going on in season 3, and even in onwards.
For AOT,
dang,
I have to say,
season 3 to season 4 might have been the best part of Attack on Titans.
So I have to say mine's season 4. To be honest.
Time skip.
Time skip. Damn, I guess I can't really break it down.
You can get into. You can surface level it.
Alright, so that was the point where they figured out where, like, at this point they really started to understand, who all of, like, they're getting a more like full view of the playing board, and they starting to understand who. Right, yeah. And by this point in the show, they just kind of past contemplation. They just really like, look,
all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, it's them or us, and it ain't about to be us. Like, I ain't gotta wait for you to come to me because I'm looking for you.
Man,
Like, and they came with all the gas. They came with all the gas.
I think that's what made the ending of season 3 so good with how they tied it into season 4 because the world just gets bigger.
Mm-hmm. It really did. It really did because you had a real small map up to this point.
Just the walls and the open field.
Yeah, you figured out like, oh, hold up. Oh, I can't even say that.
I know it's really tough to really speak on the other season. I didn't really think about it until after you said that because how much happened. A lot of stuff happens in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Plot armor is still gone. I will say that too. But plot armor is out the motherfucking window.
That's real. That's real. We could say that. So I guess that's as far as.
I mean, Aaron still keeps getting kidnapped. We can still say that. He got kidnapped already a couple of times in season 1 and 2 at this point.
But that's also real because that's when.
It's tough. If it wasn't so narrative driven, like Attack on Titans, out of all these shonen shows that we're talking about, Attack on Titans is probably the most narrative driven. Even with Hunter x Hunter having so much narrative in it, it's not as narrative driven as Attack on Titans because every season literally carries a whole different type of weight to it.
Like I can say it like this. That's nearing the end of that season, or even maybe even just the middle of that season. That's where the real shift starts to really like show itself. Starts to like take form. That's when you start to notice that oh this maybe not the same. Can I even say MC? Yeah, we already hear this. Maybe not the same MC.
I feel like Attack on Titans is like a Game of Thrones where, like Game of Thrones don't necessarily have a main character, but you know who the story is centered around at times.
Sure.
But there's still multiple characters that it's all about. And Attack on Titans is about multiple characters. Like we know who it's centered around, but it's still multiple characters that it's about because the story is just deeper than that.
Real.
When you get more Titans, you get a big ass Titan. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh, speaking of like we say, y'all need to go check out movies when they come here. Attack on Titans is coming back to movie theaters, and y'all need to go support them once they get here because we're gonna finally be able to see this alternate ending, but on the U.S. side. So it might be in English, and we get to see what they really cooking with. And he's also working on a new anime that's not related to AOT. But yeah, it's gonna get interesting. When that comes to movie theaters, we need to go check that one out.
Yes, sir. You already know, in there.
And we gonna vlog it for y'all. He might mess around and vlog his next trip for y'all too. Just to give y'all something for the channel. Because I know y'all wonder what we be doing in our spare time. We ain't gonna tell y'all. Well, we might show y'all.
Right. I'm gonna have to come find out. You know?
Man, people like traveling videos and sometimes they like to live vicarious through other people.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy right here, he got his passport.
That's real.
So he going places that other people can't go. I can't go. I don't got a passport.
It's true. We've been on some international adventures recently.
Adventures.
Yeah.
Stuff that you don't see every day.
But you could.
You could.
But you could though.
If you're there. If you got your passport. Do you got your passport? Are you gonna get your passport?
And if you ain't got
Will you?
And if you ain't got your passport, you got your phone, right? You could still have that experience. Not the full experience,
man,
but we could see something. We could see something together. You feel me?
You can come see some.
Go
ahead, show me some. Shout out, Fago.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's gonna be about time to wrap it up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we do a tournament, but like we told y'all, we're gonna do a full-blown tournament special where we round up all the tournaments from episodes that we haven't had tournaments on and everything. So when we do get to that point, what we're gonna do for this tournament episode is gonna be more of a tournament of which arcs were the best, and we'll debate why these arcs are the best and which arc ends up as the best, because there's going to be a bigger picture happening. And so what we're going to do is gather multiple arcs of animes and put them into a tournament, and from there we will discuss which arcs are better, and as they progress in the the bracket, and we'll just start knocking out some of these tournaments, because we know y'all like these tournament episodes. Y'all really love the horror story tournament. That one was wild. Ghostface killing Carrie was nothing that anybody's seen coming, because you look at powers, but the powers isn't necessarily what get people, because there's more than just powers. It's more than, because she's a teenager. Ghostface is a full-blown adult. And it's just like you see every day, there's full-grown adults that be using simple-minded younger folks. And that's the same reason why Ghostface beat Carrie, because of that advantage that he had.
Sometimes the XP just gonna beat out natural talent. Like,
that's it.
Like, you might be able to do better, but I know better. Like
Kite, like you said, he had that XP. Kite and
however, that was not an example of that.
No. Gon and Killua, they got more potential than Kite, but Kite had more XP. But as we've seen with Gon, towards what he was pushed to do, because that version of Gon, do you think that version of Gon would beat Kite?
Wait, which version? Before that?
We're talking about that version. The one that fought him, that fought P2.
Oh, yeah, no, he got it.
And that's the level of, where XP versus potential. Granted, Gon,
Oh, no, I mean that version of Gon got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
That, Gon, granted, he had to pull a Karapika to break those type of barriers down to get to that level. But that shows where his potential lies at. And the backlash from it was wild. Oh, man, Hunter x Hunter is so good. Oh, my God.
Wow.
And we almost here. They about to start animating the next season, because the mangaka been writing more. So now it's about to be time to start animating it. And they already said, bro. I swear. And they already said this, what makes Hunter x Hunter so good, it got that Game of Thrones. Because the Phantom Troop arc, which is, that one was even solid. When I was watching that, the first time I watched that, I forgot Gon and Killua was even in the show, because it was so good at focusing on Karapika and basically making it his show. And that's how it's going to be when they come back, because in the manga is Gon don't have any then, so they're not focusing on him, because he gotta get his shit together.
Yeah, bro, gotta regroup.
Right,
gotta regroup for real.
So the focus is all on Karapika in the Dark Continent, because in the Dark Continent, the Chimera ants are, I think they said they're the bottom of the totem pole. So the Dark Continent, that's the type of level of strength that's over there. And you got Gon's dad, so we're going to get into Gon's dad. There's parts where the Phantom Troop, this isn't a spoiler, but just, the manga already said this way over 9 years. I'm just throwing it out there. But anyways, there's a moment where Hisoka and the Phantom Troop got to talk about what Hisoka did, because you know how he set up Chrollo, because Chrollo lost his Nen, and because of Hisoka and everything that was going on there. And let's just say It's gonna get real.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say much more, but if you know, you get a gold star. Fuck, you get a gold star. Fuck, it's golden. But like we said, we told you what the term is gonna be about. I think our next episode, we've already laid out our next episode. It might happen next weekend. Maybe y'all should be here for that. Maybe you should tell your mama about that. Maybe you should tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your brother, your auntie, your cousin. Tell somebody else that you don't know. Go to the gas station, let them know that we out here, and let them know. Next episode is gonna be about villains who were right.
Y'all, we is excited for this episode.
So excited.
Alright.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Alright.
I was thinking go.
Yeah. I was thinking all that music, boy. Man, no, we is excited for this episode.
I'm excited.
It's a lot. A lot of people don't be thinking about that.
Slime.
Hey, yeah. Alright. So that's the focus point.
Yeah.
Man, alright.
You're so annoying. Okay, go. Heroes versus villains that were right.
Alright. So, anyways, bro. Bro got the moves like Jagger, I guess. And you know, just like the way bro was just sliding, right? We're gonna need y'all to slide in next week. Alright? Let's talk. Yeah! We're gonna need y'all to slide in next week.
I didn't think he was gonna do it that quick. You did a little side one. We gotta adventure time. We gotta be ready.
Adventure time, come on.
See, he's not taking that time.
Yeah, how it felt.
It
How it
hurts.
felt. Yeah. Yeah, alright. So anyways.
Ha! You gotta get more umph in there. We gotta make
You told me not to make it move.
We gotta make it raw. Alright, one more. That wasn't it. It gotta make the sound. Firmly clasp. It looked good, but it didn't make the sound. Oof.
We have to stop, bro.
We got to do this. What was that? Hyena. Line up the elbows. Sit.
Oh, got it.
No high.
Okay.
Now we just too strong.
Alright, y'all. Hold on. It's okay.
You've been in jail too long, bro.
It's alright. It's alright. Listen.
I'm charged up.
Listen.
Firmly grasp.
Alright, y'all. This got a little derailed. Y'all got a glimpse into the actual reality of who we are. We're a little weird with it. Alright.
Fuck, we're weird.
That's alright. We ain't say, I ain't gonna say it's flexible aura, but it's aura in and of itself.
Alright. You know how we do this.
See the blueprint.
We gotta close them out with a little peace and positivity. What you need to do is embrace the year with new change and understand that with change comes growth. And with that growth, you need to make sure the people around you are growing and you need to push them to grow. Some people don't like the growth and some people don't like change, but they need to understand without that, there will never be any type of moving forward or any type of progression. So with that, you need to encourage people to become the next version of them. If they don't want to, sometimes you got to take them to it. If they don't want to drink the water, then you got to make sure that you have that growth for yourself. Because you can't take away from yourself trying to take people where they don't want to go. So what you need to do is just keep spreading that peace. If you're a peaceful person and you have peace within and peace without, then you're already on the right track. But just know, sometimes you got to be without before you can find yourself within.
That's real.
That's real. That's all I got.
As bro said, as bro said, if they don't want to drink the water, waterboard them. Yeah, he said.
You got any words? You got anything else you want to tell them? Any peaceful, positive vibes you want to give them?
Alright, it's like this, right? I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm probably just gonna have to hit you with some shit y'all already know. I hope you already know,
Hey.
right? So
A lot of people already know what they know, but sometimes they don't understand it. They hear but they don't listen.
Right. So, dog, whatever y'all after, alright? Whatever you're trying to do, dog, you just gotta chase that shit. And that's easy to say, and I understand it's a lot of anxiety, it's a lot of fear that come with it, right? But that's how you understand that you was moving the correct way, right? Because if you was comfortable, that's the same as being stagnant, right?
Talk to them.
Alright? If it don't even matter, like it don't even matter what it is, bro. It don't even matter what it is. Like let's say you was trying to get a new career, right? Maybe you was trying to make music, right? Maybe you just trying to learn about some shoes, bro. Like, man, like you just gotta do it. And it ain't gonna work at first. And you're gonna fail a lot of times. But you gotta understand, bro, like it's not gonna work like until you already done failed like 50 times, right? Until everything's stacked against you, until you was absolutely certain that you was finna break, right? It's at that moment when you gonna have your breakthrough, right? So like, bro, just keep it pushing, right? The world's strong, but it ain't gonna be stronger than you forever.
Man.
You feel me? Even water gonna break down stone over time, right? So just keep it pushing. That's it.
Look at the continents.
You feel me? It's not because like water don't break down stone because of its strength. It do it because of persistence. Alright? You cannot stop somebody that never quit. That's just it. Whether it's something that's chosen for you, right? Whether it's something that aligns well with like the universe or your zodiac or any of that, it don't matter, bro. If you never stop, the world gonna concede eventually.
That's it. Sometimes you gotta beat it into them for them to understand it.
Feel me?
Consistency.
Maybe they ain't gonna hear you, so you gotta make them feel you.
Ooh, that's it. Man, we giving them all the quotes today.
You feel me?
What they say? Respect isn't given, it's earned. It's either you earn respect or you demand it. I forgot to do it at the beginning, but thank you all and welcome to the official podcast Z. I think that's all we got for y'all.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for calling y'all hoes.
Damn.